Hi, we are
The Baseballs, and you watching us on Blogosfere.
Blogosfere.
You know, we're just learning Italian words and
like ciao.
Ciao, bella, bello, bella.
Bello is for a guy, you know.
Pizza, pasta. You know, it's just working on it.
Yeah.
Okay, so welcome, and so present yourself. Where are you from, and present your band.
Okay, hi with the Baseballs. This is Basti. This is
Sam is my name.
And this is Digger.
No,
yeah,
that's
and
Digger.
we are the Baseballs, and that means we put in the songs that you know from the charts. For example, Arianna's Umbrella into rock and roll style, and try to make your feet move a little bit.
And your hips. That's
and
very
hips,
important.
yeah,
you
the
know,
hips are really
with the rock and
important. I
roll
always
music,
forget the hips.
you have to shake your hips and shake your legs, and you know, do like what
Yeah.
Elvis did. So.
So if there is a 50s revival, we hope that we are a big part of it. Right, Basti?
Right. Si.
Si. Ah, another
Si.
Italian word. Great. Si.
So let's talk about your music. So what are your influences? So, and when did you started to be interested in music? So, for example, your parents or your family?
Yeah, you can say it started when we got interested in rock and roll music when we were very young, 6 years old. Basti was 8, and it was like, yeah, our parents always listened to the rock and roll music, and especially my brother had a kind of a record collection. There was a record of Elvis in it, and yeah, I listened to the song, and I just know, okay, you know, when you're 6 years old, you're not thinking about a message in the song. You just want to feel the music and have fun with the music, and that's what it was. You know, I listened to That's the Right Mama, and I just wanted to dance. And Digger danced. You danced.
I danced in my pajamas
Under the Christmas tree.
Yeah, I was with my first tape. It was also of Elvis. The funny thing was my sister to this Christmas Eve. My sister got this player, this tape player, and I got the tape of Elvis. So
It was a good combination.
It was a good combination because I was able to dance to Elvis Presley under the Christmas tree. First of all, I was not dancing because the first song of the tape was Devil in Disguise, and it sounded like, you look like an angel, look like an angel, walk like an angel. You know, and I was like, you know, as 6 years old, I was like, oh fuck. And then, no, I didn't say oh fuck, but
yeah, don't say
but it was how boring, how boring. I
Old.
thought how boring. But then the chorus went like, you the devil in disguise, where you are, devil in disguise. Actually, that was the moment when I just throw up my house shoes and started dancing to the rock and roll.
You have to see the videos; they are really funny.
Really,
you
sometimes.
know, Digger without
maybe one day
shoes
we're gonna
under
load
the
it up.
Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Have you ever been dancing to rock and roll?
Not to the first songs I've heard, because they were in the movies, and the most of them were more the romantic things. So it's not really that hip shaking dancing to Love Me Tender.
With a mother, maybe?
With my mother.
Sure.
No, my mother just cooked some hot chocolate and
some
baked
cake.
some cake.
Some
yeah.
cake. She cooked cake. And
She cooked cake
cake.
and booked baked
chocolate cake?
chocolate cake.
What was it for a cake?
I don't know actually. It was different cakes because there was every Saturday a movie of Elvis on German TV when I was about 7 or 8 years old.
By the way, facts you have to know. Did you know what was the really favorite meal of Elvis?
Yeah, I don't know. It's on English. Peanut butter banana sandwich. Was right?
Yeah.
Peanut butter banana
PBDBB.
sandwich.
Oh,
It's very heavy.
Yeah,
Very
it is.
strong.
Yeah, it was in the 70s when
It was in the 70s,
very,
but he
very
loved burgers, of course, you know.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like, you know, there are a lot of people who are saying, yeah, you know, when Elvis was at home, he ate 30 hamburgers in one night. That are all stories who are not
That's
true.
wrong. It was
which
1
are not
hour.
true.
1 hour when he ate this burger. No, just kidding. But we were in his kitchen. We were in Graceland some weeks ago, and we really had this kind of spirit for the music that happened in Memphis, and also, you know, the Sun Studios and all that stuff. And it's really cool to see that the rock and roll is still so famous. You know, not just only what we see on our concerts, but also when we see how many people want to see the Sun Studios and buying original vinyl records and all that stuff. So it's, you know, if there are people that say rock and roll is dead, they are some kind of... They are dead. Actually, this 50s revival, if you can call it 50s revival, sure. one tries to pick this burlesque shows and this rockabilly stuff together somehow, but in the end there are so many different styles of rock and roll. For example, if you just try to compare the 50s rock and roll with the 80s rock and roll, that's so different to each other, because the 80s rock and roll were more this, like, yeah, you can say punkabilly or even this neo rockabilly. It was more harder, except for example Shakin' Stevens, but he also tried to put new stuff into the rock and roll. And we are addicted to the whole lifestyle of the 50s, but really of the 50s, not of the 80s or some tries to make the rock and roll big again. And we would be really happy if this some kind of rock and roll revival is also some kind of 50s revival. That would be really cool. But in the end, it's you know, you don't have to be a fan of a burlesque female dancer if you like to listen to songs of Jerry Lewis or whatever. So you don't have to combine it. Rock and roll is something that you feel or that you have inside and that you don't have to learn. And so it's always hard to say rock and roll. We live this rock and roll with this fact and with this fact and with this fact, because on the one hand you live it or you don't live it, but you can't say there are rules where you depend on.
So rock and roll is a good way of life.
Yeah,
sure.
It definitely is a good way of life, rock and roll. I mean, you know, what was you know, what we know about the 50s is more and more like the romantic things we see in the movies. So it was like, yeah, having burgers, drinking milkshakes, enjoying the time, not like in our days where everything has to go really fast. And maybe that is what we also like about the 50s. Is the funny thing is that we have now the complete different to that. We're running around from city to city, but it's still the dream to just hang around and having a milkshake and don't think about what will happen in the next minute.
Really dreamish. Everything's so dreamish in rock and roll.
Yeah, that's so rock and roll.
Dream.
Okay, thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Ciao.
Did you?
Yeah, I just wanted to.
That
well,
is
like
rock and
this
roll.
is
This is
better.
rock and roll. This.